guy's looking at me with this microphone. He's ready.
Once you got the microphone. You see it's pretty clean. There's not a lot of chaff or straw or any of the fines in here.
Okay, let's run.
As you can see, Onis have quite the operation. They have a whole bunch of different home bases with some cattle in different areas. They have a lot of acreage put together. What makes us, I don't want to use the word jealous, envious, is a lot of their acreage is so close by. It's like a 10-minute bicycle ride from the farthest field away. That's not true, but a lot of it's just so close together. So there's a lot of efficiencies to be had and not spending a ton of time on the road. Some corn over here. The American flag, we really like that. We've got my dad in Combine 1. He's in his glory days behind me. He's running a 45-foot draper head through this wheat field. This looks like nice wheat, nice big heads. As you can see, they had some late season storms, which knocks down a little bit of the wheat. And they're cutting up off the ground a little bit, so it's hard to get to, but it is what it is. It's one of the risks of farming. You can run these combines so the chaff or the material you're recycling through, you can either blow it out back onto the ground evenly, or you can windrow it like the combines are doing. They're windrowing it so that the baler can come through and bale it up without the extra step of raking or any of that nonsense. You have the cutter bar with knives going back and forth that cut it. Your reel picks the crop in, and your drapers feed it right into the middle.
Slow cutting this stuff.
The viewers want to know if you're in your glory zone right now.
I'm pretty comfortable when I'm sitting in my combine.
Big fields, nice lush fields of gold, golden grain.
It just forgot and laid down. That's the trouble.
Right.
But the majority of this, this is the first bad field we've hit.
Okay.
The other stuff is getting real good.
Now the chaff, or what you call straw, is pretty tough. Can you tell the machine's handling it harder?
No, it doesn't really notice.
No.
This girl's a pretty strong machine. It's good wheat though. It's 100 plus the acre.
It's 123 right there. That's wild. At 14.8. Sample looks pretty clean. It's hard to see. 4 to 4. Showing that the grain tank is about full. I can't.
And 100%.
100%. There you go. And Jake is sitting right there. We'll go out dump. He's been unloading on the go, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The one thing I think maybe more amateur combine drivers don't understand, when you're windrowing straw behind you, you can't just stop the machine, because they'll just spit out a pile of material in the back and it'll be hard to bale over.
Yeah, the bale driver will definitely cuss you out when that happens.
Yep. No big breakdowns yet or anything?
No.
Have you had to do anything?
No, actually I haven't got out of here to do anything.
Did you lube up the change and everything?
Yeah.
Yep.
When I got here this morning, Jake had everything, the windows cleaned and all that.
Nice. Jake's pretty good.
He's doing pretty good.
Jake is 16 years old. Can hardly drive on the road. He's handling this.
Yeah, he's a real good kid. He really is.
So as you can see, there's not a tremendous amount of clearance between the buggy tire and the head, so you have to have your wits about you.
Yesterday was real bad when the dust was coming and then you had the sun in your eyes.
Oh, okay.
It made it real tough seeing that.
It looks pretty clean. We'll show you how we unhook the head. We'll hopefully move it to a new field, and we'll discuss how they open it up and get themselves ready for both baling and ease of operations in the field. So I missed it, but he folded down his bin extensions here so you don't rip any power lines down. And then there's just a couple quick items that you do down here. I can't do with one hand, but this is a quick coupler I'll unbuckle, and then there's a PTO I'll disconnect and throw it up here. I deeply wanted to stay clean today, but the second you touch a PTO, there's no more cleanliness. He's got a little marker, I believe, on the trailer itself that he lines up to center, and you want to hit the brackets that support right up at these in line. You can see where it's rubbed through over the years. It is raining, so that's not a good sign. We're already fighting the verge of appropriate moisture. He usually likes the feeder house cleaned up then right here, so it's back up all right. We're good to go. Couple straps and this puppy's ready to roll. There's PJ. He's got an extra thing he has to worry about. He has feelers on the bottom of his head to help him keep accurate height in the wheat stubble. What's going on?
What'd you do, bring the rain?
Oh yeah,
Come on. We're doing good.
I brought it's time to go home.
Oh yeah? It might be time to go to lunch.
Is this when we all start to panic with some rain?
Well, at least we have trucks to dump the grain in.
What'd you say? We gotta get the trucks floober-dooped around?
Looped-er-dooped around, so they're heading out.
So this is sometimes when the ground's wet, we could have never just loaded the trucks right here. We need
Oh,
to
no.
pull them to the driveway
Yeah, always-
and then put the head on.
Always on the angle of
Yeah.
whatever
We
way you're
get-
going.
These get stuck all the time.
I remember a couple years ago I was combining for Conrad's, and I was by myself. And for some reason I had a buggy, but it was full, and it just downpoured. And the truck is down the street,
Yeah.
but there's no one to help me. I had a full bin, man, and it just, I was up there chiseling it out. You know,
Oh,
to get-
no.
Oh yeah, no, it
It
was
glued
bad.
up. Oh, Jericho's hitting it over there, man.
He likes the buggy.
This is sort of one of these you battle them all day.
Nothing and then some.
Trying to. Nothing. What time is it now? What time is it? 12:59.
Oh wait a minute, now that just changed again.
There we go. Yeah.
What time was it?
It's 5. It takes an army to move an army of equipment. 2 Fords, the only truck brand we like, 2 combines, 2 head haulers, and 2 heads. What do you think, Jericho?
I don't know. It started to rain.
It did. You're right.
It stopped though.
That's not rain.
What, they
Little
kick you out of the
drizzle.
buggy?
I don't like that buggy.
Why?
Because it's too big. I don't know how
Really?
everybody else
He
does
always
it.
wants four-wheel
Really?
drive tractors, but
Yeah.
now he doesn't want
it's
to use
too,
it.
To what?
It's just too big.
Just not man
I
enough
don't know
yet?
how everybody
No,
else
man.
does it.
You can see better.
They just get in and do it is how they do it.
I mean, that's what I did, and I mean,
He was doing it.
Sometimes out in these parts of the world, you can hook up on the road and just pull the head and the combine across the ditch. And then other times you actually have to get into some driveways, so it's hard to tell. This is one of those instances where unfortunately the machine just has to pull on the driveway, and we'll both run over some wheat, but we'll get hooked up and we'll be good to go at least. I'm gonna let this guy pass first before I get up in here. And it's a balancing act between pulling up too much or pulling up not enough, because you don't want the combine to jockey around running over a bunch of wheat when it doesn't have to. Soon I'll get a beep or something when I'm within range. Now I'll just pull ahead out of his way. He'll cut behind me and then I'll back up and I'll try to pull into the stuff he already cut and be out of his way permanently. Get rolling now. Gonna get back in the truck before I get dusted out. I'll do my best to back up. See, these have steerable axles, these trailers, the head haulers. So they're very difficult to back up actually, especially if you're... We got them all moved in here. My dad is in this field. Justin is just across that little fence row pasture over there. Jake came back and picked me up after he got Justin hooked up. And I got the big girl over here. Big tractor on a big tracked grain cart. That's this thing can really haul some loads out. Now here we find ourselves at a situation. My dad has almost completed his first lap around the field, and I don't know if he's gonna make it. You can see he's getting pretty full. I would hate to have to cycle around this entire field just to chase him to get him unloaded, but sometimes you just gotta do it. You can't be spilling grain. We got a 9420R. Looks like it's from Truxel Equipment. I've really never heard of them. I think this is new to them. Well, since I've been out here, I don't know how new it is to them. Then we got this nice track grain cart. This is kind of, right here is a sign of a successful farm. When you got tracks in your grain cart, you really mean some business. But they run such a nice clean operation out here. I think they can justify tracks in their grain cart. So my dad just did a little pivot there in the corner to get turned around, and I will back up and try to get up next to him right away. See him rolling through. God bless America. I will back up and get right behind him. This is what you call an articulating tractor. So it doesn't steer per se by turning wheels, but the middle just pivots. It takes some getting used to. Alright, I'm gonna hightail it right up underneath the spout. I'm probably not gonna film this first one because I'm not trying to tear up their equipment or ours, and I'm gonna see the spacing here, but I'll let you know when it's finished. There's not a lot of distance between like my tires and the front of that head, so this would not be smart to film. We got unloaded. Now we'll see, it's not gonna take it too long to fill back up. I will just kind of wait here until I get an idea of how many rounds it takes for him to fill up. So I'd like to get the two combines in the same field, let Jake run the grain carts, I can relax and put the drone up a little bit. That's the plan. We'll see if that works. If not, we're still gonna make this a great video. That completes his outside circuit. The dump into me should have probably about 700 bushel in there. I don't know how much their dump trailers are holding. Maybe 100 bushel or something. I'll find out here real soon. I'll dump into them and see what we got. I have effectively been fired. We are dumping straight into the semi from here. So I do not need to be running this grain cart, it appears, at least for now. So what I'm gonna do is throw the drone up in the air and see if we can get some action at that route. My dad had just been dumping in the semi, so we're gonna go make sure Jake is empty with Justin's combine. We're gonna hop in with Milky Way Galaxy's logistical expert, Aaron. Hey, can I hitch a ride?
Sure.
You the trucking man around these parts?
Yes, I am.
Is this your favorite truck here?
I'll be nice and say sure.
It's one of them, huh?
Yeah. It gets the job done.
You're taking this stuff straight to the mill?
Yes.
How far is the drive from here?
About 25 minutes.
Aaron, fishball, that's correct pronunciation?
Yeah.
What's the #1 rule about driving truck?
Pay attention to everybody else driving on the road.
I think that's super fair. You got these nice big ditches and everything. It makes it real easy.
Oh yeah. Nice big wide field drives.
These dump trailers get around all right though. Where's the jalopy at? No one's running it right now?
No, it's to use only if needed.
Okay. Yeah.
It's one of those typical farm trucks.
Sure, yeah. It runs, but no one's running it. So Jake called while we were having a chat because we were catching up, and he was all panicked that he was full, so we got to tell him that he wasn't full and just take it easy. Be patient, young man. So if I had to guess, Jericho is going to go on the other side of the truck because he doesn't want to dump over the tarp. Which is super fair. The tarp right here limits some visibility. So if you have room to get on the other side of the truck, then you can go ahead and do that. This is what's called a dump trailer. So they take this to the mill. Hopefully the pit they're dumping into is very tall or has some type of angled roof or something like that. And this whole trailer just lifts up and they open up the back door here or the whole back gate and the grain just pours out the bottom. This is a bit of a difficult process, honestly. If Jericho does it well, I'll be proud. This truck is pretty much full, so he's just going to top it off, hopefully get another, honestly, I don't know, maybe only like 150 bushel in this truck. Probably not even 150. This is what you have. This is the grain. This is the final product that comes out of the combine. This is the wheat. You can see it's pretty clean. There's not a lot of chaff or straw or any of the fines in here. I'd say he's shagged up. Probably not going to want to cross the scale. What do you think, Jericho?
I had my speed set a little too
You think you got him filled enough? He's loaded up, man.
I can give a little more.
They've been tarping, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to tarp it too well.
He'll make it. Your dad had a bigger one.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Don't say that on camera. The green train is gallivanting across the waterway. I'm going to hitch a ride with PJ and hopefully he can teach me the intricacies of combining wheat. What's going on? How we doing? Oh, your window's way too clean, man.
I think that's what you're supposed to do, ain't it?
It just means it ain't dusty enough. Oh, look, you got boundaries going on? I don't think my dad had those on. Pink.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. Did you already have an AB line saved?
No.
So give me some of the intricacies of combining wheat. You know what you're doing out here?
I think so.
That's a nice hat. These are the two renditions. Farming Insider and Miller Farms Custom.
I get it too dirty. I gotta wash it.
We need one that's not the white trucker cap.
Days. So what do we like about wheat?
Well, yeah. What's going through your head during wheat?
Make sure I get it all. See, so my AB line's been getting screwed up.
Oh, okay. I see. You just shifted over a little bit.
Yeah.
What's happening there?
I don't know. It just did it to me on that backfield too, and it hadn't done it to me in 2 days. So once we get this set, should be good now.
I got story time for you.
Do you?
I get a call about 20 minutes ago from Jericho.
Oh yeah?
He's all panicked.
He had nowhere to
Can
go?
you send the summer over here? I'm all full. And me and Aaron are watching, and we had to call him. He wasn't even. He still had a full dump left.
Yeah, he wasn't full yet. He gets pretty excited.
Yeah. And then Aaron goes, he'd be running over here and getting the other grain cart if we weren't standing here.
I know he would.
He's doing pretty good though.
Yeah, he's doing real good.
Your samples
See
look
that
clean.
move?
Yeah. That's where you jockeyed it back a little bit?
Yeah, I like the buggy driver to stay at the same speed.
Okay.
And then I'll adjust. So that's usually what I tell him. I like to fill the cart, so I can just bring it back a little bit. I'm not changing my ground speed at all.
Yeah.
So he's not having to do anything. He ain't worried about it. He's just, as long as I like it to have the head in between about the wheel and the tire of the tractor. And then I can usually fill the whole thing all the way through.
Oh wow. Now see, that's an intricacy. That's
something I've always done. I don't like to fill the cart just in one exact spot. You know what I'm saying? Try to spread the load if you can.
advanced operations.
Well, it's part of.
What do we got going
10
on?
years of combining?
Across the street here, we got
12 years.
square bales, round bales,
Oh, we got our own
loaders.
Did you see the tractor with the enclosed trailer go by?
Yeah, with the wheels, or like just
Now, what did he have on the enclosed trailer though?
normal tires.
Normal rubber tires.
Yeah, well.
So if you're not driving it,
Yeah, if it's not the power unit, maybe
you can have tires. Okay.
it would be Mennonite. Maybe.
Mennonite, yeah.
I'm afraid people might not have heard you before.
Okay, what do you want to hear this time? I really like this microphone. You know, it's a little crooked.
Just what are you looking out for? You know. baby raccoons in your combine?
Wow, that was interesting. Yesterday I had 2 baby raccoons that made the journey from Valley City all the way out to Greenwich.
That is crazy and sad all in one.
It really was. So me and Carl tried to get them off, but every time we went to get them, they would run somewhere else. So I thought, well, I can't sit here all day. They'll jump off. They usually jump off when you fire it up. So I don't know, 2 hours goes by. I'm dumping. I got the auger out. I look back, and there's one of the coons is crawling in between the grain tank window and the cab of the
That is crazy.
combine
Right
window.
here.
Yeah, he's sitting right there looking at me. So I'm like, all right. I thought maybe he jumped off. Probably 2 hours later, I look and he comes out of the feeder house and he's standing on the head. Then he runs down all the way down the head to the end, and I thought, man, he's pretty smart. He's just gonna jump off.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't jump off. He kind of fell off a little bit, and then he came out from underneath the head. He was untouched.
Maybe to
And
see another day.
It must have been his brother. He was scared to do that move, so he stayed right on the feeder house. So he just rode over there. I don't know where they went.
Found something.
So we're looking for down wheat. You just drop the head down to try and pick up what you can.
Obstacles out here, huh?
Yeah, I mean anywhere around waterways or around the edges, there's always sticks or trees. And they had some wind damage out here, so.
They had like a tornado. You could have like
Yeah.
some bikes out here, maybe a pedestrian or two.
Well, you never know. I think your dad hit a couple pieces of metal across the street.
This is the farm. This was a couple years ago. I'm not gonna say who, but they brought, I think it was their nephew out, and we're opening up a field. And it's a really dry year. It's wheat, and the nephew lights up a cigarette right in the wheat field.
Okay, well that's what you don't do. That's,
like, buddy, just.
I think
save
I
it.
remember that. I might
Yeah.
have actually been there for that
Yeah,
one.
you were there.
Really good.
So you're just turn. You come to the end of the field. I should have filmed that more. You turn it. You hit your auto guidance because you already set your AV line.
Yep.
And you're not driving at all. You're just
No,
adjusting
just
the height.
adjusting. So like here's some down stuff.
Yeah.
So you got your selection here. So I'll hit 3.
So that's a different setting on your
Yeah.
head.
Now that's going to drop me down as low as I can go.
Okay.
Sometimes you can pitch it forward. Now the thing is you don't always get it.
Right.
Depending on the lay of the field, we're cutting with 45-foot head. So if it was a 20, I could have swerved and done some crazy stuff. But most of that stuff that's on the ground is, I mean,
It ain't dry, probably.
no, it ain't dry for one, and 2, you know, there's usually when you're doing something like that, you're going to scoop a rock up because you're forcing it down on the ground. So it's
Might have just heard one, really.
sounded like so it could have been just a wet chunk of.
So now that it's not down, you'll change the.
So I'll hit it back to 2.
Yeah.
That's going to bring my height up. So I got an adjusting. This combine, this head actually has fingers on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's got 3 sensors across, and I can actually let it ride the ground, and I can adjust that over here.
Wow.
Either up or down. So that's about where I'm at. And when I hit 3, that would be totally bottomed out.
Okay.
So if you look at the wheat stubble, they wanted about 6 inches for it to dry. So you could dial that up a little bit. It's never perfect.
Yeah.
The faster you go, the head doesn't react, so it's going to be bouncing.
Sure.
You're going to see that.
Be like waves out there.
Yeah, which it's not that big of a deal. It's just as long as you're getting the wheat and you're producing decent quality straw, and I don't think that there's a big deal if there's waves in it, but it just don't look as good from the road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And we're road farmers.
farmer, you know, it's kind of a big deal. So instead of going back and not making it down and back, just dump.
get it over with.
Go over here and get her done.
I gotta somehow walk that distance over to that head. Move my dad.
Have Jericho run you down in the buggy?
Yeah, maybe that'll work.
This guy's looking at me with this microphone. He's probably.
Why has he got the microphone? Little bounce effect. How is it on the road? If you hit a certain speed limit, man, you're done.
18 mile an hour.
18, you're done.
17 and a half to 18 is no good.
Buckle up.
Now you can go interview Jericho
I was gonna, yeah.
and have him give you a ride.
I need the
Your old
microphone
man's gonna
back.
be probably hooking the truck up to the
The combine.
You never know.
All right, good luck.
All right.
Jericho. Hey, can you hold this for me? I need a ride, buddy.
Oh,
He's gonna. I think Justin's gonna have to dump into you a little bit, so hang out. He's gonna finish off the truck. How we doing? What we got going on? Yeah. You handling it?
okay. I'm getting better.
What's going through your head?
Don't spill.
That's true. Yeah. That's the truck you should have got when you were 16. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to. Man,
I would.
the girls would be chasing you out of school. You like running buggy?
It's fun times until you get yelled at sometimes.
Who yells at you?
Just everybody.
Oh, man.
You just gotta. It's difficult. Once you get the hang of it, though, it's good. I haven't got yelled at yet since we started, so I'm doing pretty good.
I came in, I was doing alright. I didn't get yelled at yet.
That's good. Do you like the big tractor?
It's a little bit much, honestly, on the
It's
card.
too much.
Yeah, it really is a little bit much. Yeah. So basically, you're just running around chasing the combines.
Yeah, I feel like I drive around too much sometimes, but
Well, yeah, sometimes you just kind of don't do anything until you're absolutely ready to go.
just sit there.
Yeah, there's no sense falling around. Hold the microphone up for you. There you go. People won't be able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
So what's your favorite part about all this?
I mean, unloading now is pretty fun.
Yeah, into the
Once you
trucks?
get the hang of it, yeah.
It's stressful at first, though.
Yeah, I usually used to go too slow,
Yeah.
but
Well, don't let anyone dictate your speed too much. You just gotta gradually increase.
I used to go about 3 maybe
Okay.
when it's empty, I guess.
Justin said he's been giving you some hand signals and stuff.
He
You
has.
learning them?
Yeah. He hasn't gave me any today. Or no. Yeah, he's gave me something I didn't understand. I had to make a phone call to him.
Well, usually when you're getting hand signals, you're doing something wrong. So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're not getting any, you're probably doing something right. It's nice. So you're the guy that pretty much moves everyone around too.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it was just me because that one wasn't going. So.
Yeah. So just one grain cart?
Well, we had it backed up. This one was full, and then I had to get that one. Yeah.
Okay.
So I ran that one for a little bit. It's okay.
Jericho dropped me off with the truck. I have the truck and the head hauler, and this is one of those moves where we can actually hook up on the road and we'll run over minimal wheat. I'll pull up in front of my dad, he'll honk when to quit, and then he'll back up and he'll be able to get going. And it's minimal damage to the field. Jericho is going to walk back to the grain cart, but he left because I dropped him off with the other truck to get Justin's head hauler ready. Running 2 combines is just a tremendous amount of moving around, especially when you're not in giant fields, which, not to say these are small, but you know, you spend a lot more time in a 100-acre field than you do a 20-acre field, that's for sure. My battery unfortunately died, but here we have it. He just backed himself in. That's all he really ran over. And he's getting after it again. I'm going to try to back this puppy up straight, pull it in here, and then I will probably actually unhook the head and go get the grain cart and bring it back over here. And then one of those like hurry up and wait type deals. I'm doing my part to try to keep this whole parade on the right track. I am in this giant tractor that I showed earlier with the track grain cart. All the controls are different every time, so you're in here just trying to figure it out. But we are dumping into, I believe this is Aaron's truck again, and we're doing okay. Whoa, hello, took off on me. That's why I'm definitely going to shuttle down. Hopefully that can be a little bit less of a temperamental takeoff. That was not what we wanted. This has a spout, a single directional spout. That was a little smoother, huh? We're about finished up here, and then I will take this grain cart over to my dad. And who knows where Justin and Jake are going to go. I will get this grain cart in here, completely empty grain cart. This has enough room for like 4 dumps. It might even finish this field, and I will work on getting back to my truck and bringing that back up to the head cart. And I think you guys got the gist of what it takes to combine this wheat. I would really like to try to get some straw action. So if that happens, awesome. If that doesn't happen, then we'll be doing our own straw here shortly. And I'll show you guys what it's like to pack a dense bale of straw. Trust me. We got 2 in the same field again.
Again. We gotta hurry before we get in his way.
Time for what? You know what you're doing over here, Jericho? I'll be able to put the drone up now.
Drone him.
Drone up.
Drone him?
I'll take Jericho back to his rig.
Okay. Right, they're all janked.
What got janked?
Look at the...
Oh, what'd you do? backed
think
up
that
with
was,
it?
No, that was operator error. First time I put it on the cart, I forgot that I even had those down to get it